Hey guys, so for today we have a hero WOD named Sylvia Rivera. Please be sure to read about her in the description below or in Zen Planner. For today guys, the warm-up is 40 seconds on, 20-second transition. I want you to start with your cardio. If you're at home, I'd like you to ideally go for a run, but if not, you can use your jump rope. At the gym guys, you'll be rowing, skiing, biking today. After that, we're gonna go alternating forward lunges. So on the forward lunges, what I want you to do is just straddle the mat so you have this nice seam running through you. And what we're gonna do is just lunge out so this back knee is kissing the ground. Also, one foot is on one side of the seam, one foot is on the other. You'll push back off of that front leg to standing, and then you'll switch to the other side. Okay, so this is the forward leg that's doing the work, pushing off. I'm keeping my chest up. What I want to avoid is tight roping and trying to lunge off balance. So that's why I have you straddling the seam. Next, we're gonna go plank to our downward dog to our pedal the feet. So for the plank guys, hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the butt. From here, I'm just gonna go back to my downward dog. I'm gonna pedal my feet, back to my push-up, plank position, downward dog, pedal. So I'm just flowing between those three things, my plank, my downward dog, my pedal. Okay. Next we're gonna go to our back rack lunges. But first, to get there, what I want you to do is you're gonna have your PVC, hands are gonna be just outside of the hips. I am going to clean up to my shoulders, this is my front rack position. From here I'm gonna push over my head, and then I'm going to catch on my back. If you need to, you can kind of widen out the hands a little bit to make it more comfortable. I'll make sure my feet are in my my lunge stance. I'm going to go into alternating forward lunges. To get the bar off my back, I'm going to push press up, catch, and then back down. That's the safest way we're going to get the bar onto our back without using the rig. If you're at home, I want you to just use one dumbbell or kettlebell. You can hold in this vertical position here and then just perform your alternating lunges with one weight. Next, we're gonna go back to our cardio, so whatever you chose in number 1, do that again in number 5. After that, we're gonna go alternating reverse lunges. Same setup, the only thing we're changing is we're gonna move one leg back. We're still gonna use that front leg to push off of to bring us back to standing. Next, we're gonna go plank to hand release push up to downward dog. So for this guys, same setup as our plank. I'm gonna go down, release the hands, press up, downward dog, pedal the feet. If I need to modify this, what I can do is go down, release my hands, use my knees to assist me up, and then downward dog, pedal the feet. The main thing I really want you to focus on is a nice plank position throughout. So I lower down, back is flat, I come up, back is flat. Okay, I don't want the butt coming up in a triangle. I also don't want your hips sagging, okay? Next we're gonna go, same as number 4, but with an empty barbell. So again, you're gonna clean it up to that front rack position, press it overhead, and then perform your lunges. If you're at home, I want you to grab 2 weights. From here guys, you're going to clean it up onto the shoulders. Ideally, I'd like the weights to be in this position. We're trying to mimic a back rack lunge as much as possible from home. So I'd rather you be here versus kind of letting the weight sink forward. Okay, so on the shoulders, and then from here, perform your lunges. One side note, guys, if you prefer, you can snatch the bar up and catch it on your back and then go into your lunges, and then you would just push press over the back and then come down. Either way is fine. Most people tend to prefer to clean and jerk the bar and catch it on their back that way. We'll take a few minutes to finish warming up to our working weight for today. So for today, guys, it is 3 rounds. We're gonna have 50 back rack lunges. These can be alternating forward or alternating reverse. Every time the knee touches, that's 1 rep. Guys, 115, ladies 83 for the RX. If you're at home, 2 dumbbells or kettlebells in this kind of elevated front rack position. 50s for the guys, 35s for the ladies. Then we're gonna go 800 meters. If you're at the gym, you're gonna row, ski, or 1.6K bike. If you're at home, my preference is an 800-meter run or 4 minutes of jump rope. And then lastly, we have 50 hand release push-ups, okay? We're gonna do this 3 times, okay? So 3 rounds total. In terms of scaling options, you can scale the weight for sure, especially I know lunges are challenging for a lot of people. Maybe you go body weight today, that's totally fine. You're gonna have 150 reps total, so factor that in. You can also maybe have a little bit of weight, but maybe you reduce the reps to 30, so you do 90 total. We can also scale that 800 meters to 600 meters, and I want you to do that if 800 meters takes more than 4 minutes, okay? And then lastly is our scaling for our hand release push-ups. So you can use your knees to assist on the way up, like I demoed. We're also gonna go over 2 other ways you can scale this is by elevating your hands on a box. Don't release your hands though. You can also perform an elevated ring push-up. Also don't release your hands on those. For today, guys, proper push-up technique, rowing technique if you're rowing, or if you're running technique. And definitely, guys, we want to finish all 3 rounds. Okay, that's the workout, it's 3 rounds. So, scale. Scaling is not sailing, so pick the right weights, pick the right number of reps. Let's go over the scaling options for our push-ups. So one option is to elevate our hands on a box. So my hands are going to be just outside my shoulders like they would if I was on the floor. I'm going to set my nice plank position. I'm going to go down, touch the chest, and then press up. So you can see why I don't want you to release your hands. It's kind of awkward to have just your chest resting on the box. So keep those hands in contact with the box. If you're going to use the rings, guys, notice that I've lengthened them all the way to just a few inches off the floor. From here, I'm going to put my hands in the rings, and then I'm just going to walk forward. Okay, so it should look just like I was on the box. From here, I'm going to come down, have the rings touch the tops of my shoulders, and then I'm going to press out fully till the arms are straight. And I can scale this further by walking my feet out to make it easier, or I can walk my feet further in to make it harder. But again, don't release your hands on these. Okay. So, guys, lastly is going to be our mobility for today. We're going to go foam roll, 1 minute each. We're going to spend a whole minute on the right quad, a whole minute on the left quad, and then we're going to hit the hamstrings, right and left, and then snow angels to finish it off. So guys, it's a great workout. Please scale appropriately so you can finish the 3 rounds. Please be sure to read about Sylvia in the comments or in the description below and in Zen Planner. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. As always, good luck, have fun, and move well.